Sorry, do you, like, always just watch people brush their hair? It's rude. No, honestly, you don't know if I'm a fairy woman or a witch or a banshee. I'm probably a banshee. You know, they do like combs and such. I'm just saying you should probably, take care and look after yourself. If you're coming across strange women just brushing their hair out in the wild, then I would probably turn around and just go back from whence you came. Anyway, hello everyone. Sian here. Some of you may know me as the host of the Celtic Myths and Legends podcast. I always look like this. What do you mean? I demonstrably do not always look like this. This is very much a wig. Some of you may know the podcast. You probably will all know the podcast because there's probably only 12 of you watching this from links that I put up on Twitter and Facebook. We're in prime hipster territory right now, guys. You could be like, oh, I used to listen to that show before it was cool. It's never going to be cool. I don't know why I said that. Though, people used to say that about dragons and elves. You know when Lord of the Rings still wasn't that cool to like? That huge, popular, mainstream film series. No. And people were like, oh no, you draw dragons and elves all the time. That's not cool at all. That's really lame. And then Skyrim came out. And then Game of Thrones came out. And then suddenly everyone was like, oh yeah, dragons are cool. Dragons were always cool. They're literally gigantic, winged, fire-breathing beasts. Tell me one part of that is not cool. Anyway, I digress. You might have noticed I have been uploading all of my past episodes en masse today. I don't think I've gone to all of them. I think I've still got halfway to go. But I've uploaded quite a few of them. But what I don't want is this channel to just be a dumping ground for my podcast episodes. I would actually quite like to do something a bit more with it. I'd quite like to do little fun and silly history and folklore videos and things like that. Tackle subjects like that's going to be a fun one. Oh, some of these are going to be fun. I look forward to the hate mail. The hubris of me thinking that more than 2 people are going to watch these videos in order to send me hate mail. Love it. I don't love it. Please don't send me hate mail. Anyway, this is an introduction to this channel. Let me know what type of things that you want to see. I think I will maybe elaborate on some of the episodes that I have done in the past. There are some episodes that I listen back to sometimes and then I think I wish I had included a detail that maybe I'd missed or something like that. So let me know. I think that's partly what I'll do. I also happen to live in a beautiful area of the world, Cornwall. What's he doing? What's he doing? Go crazy. Oh, he's got the most handsome, bouncy puppy walk. But you never do it on camera, do you, bubs? You never do it when you're on camera. It's like, Oh. Beautiful boy. Handsome. Blessed to have that landscape at my fingertips. Come on. So I might do some videos where I'm out and about. I mean, yesterday, many of you will know, on Twitter, I posted lots of selfies and lost loads of followers. So I'm sorry about my face. It's just what it looks like. I went to the Gribbin. I'm always at the Gribbin. I should live in the Gribbin Daymark, to be honest with you. I'm a bit upset that no one has invited me to actually caretake the Gribbin Daymark, which is a lighthouse over at the Gribbin. Anyway, my favourite place ever. Beautiful. Love it. Please let me live there. I was over there the other day dressed like this. For God's sake. Why do I do these things? I'm constantly embarrassed about the stuff that I do that it almost cancels itself out, and I'm so embarrassed that it goes back round again and I'm actually end up not being embarrassed at all because what's the point? Minus the crown. I did have the crown on me, but I thought that'd be a little bit extra. You know, I was already singing forlornly. He came unto the sepulchre. Along the shore like some sort of Edwardian ghost waiting for my lost lover at sea. So I thought the crown would be a little bit over the top anyway. This is just... what is this? I don't know what this was. We'll see. I probably won't ever do another video again. I probably will just leave this as a dumping ground for my podcast. Who knows? For those of you who don't listen to my show, I don't know how you're here. Hello? Nice to meet you. I am Sian. I'm doing my Masters in Celtic Studies at the moment. I'm the host of the Celtic Myths and Legends podcast, where each episode I focus on one of the 6 Celtic nations. And I talk about various different things. I talk about creatures. Sometimes I talk about medieval literature, like the Mabinogion, and some Irish monastic voyage tales and things like that. Sometimes I talk about like mythology and, you know, gods and goddesses. No, I don't. I haven't talked about any gods and goddesses yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. I keep thinking about the Morrigan episode that I want to do and just assumed that I've already done it. I haven't already done it yet. I might have done it by the time someone watches this. Anyone watches this. Who knows? I don't know how the algorithm on YouTube works.
I'm basically a boomer.
Sorry. So, I'm a trainee curator in a local museum to me. Local museum, of course it's local to me, because I'm a trainee curator in a museum in my work time. I do my podcast in my spare time. I have lots of thoughts and feelings and opinions on various topics in folklore and history, and I've just realised I've just realised it's been sliding down my head this whole time, but tell me if it's aesthetic. Probably isn't. Probably looks ridiculous. Anyway, nice chatting to you guys. Look forward to seeing you in the future. Except I won't see you, will I? Because technology hasn't advanced that far yet. You'll see me. Probably won't, because no one will watch this, but I definitely won't see you. But in spirit I will. Thanks for watching, I suppose. See you soon. Again, I won't.